Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Forgecraft. I'm so excited to be standing here in a kitchen. Look at it. It's like a beautiful, legitimate, almost kind of kitchen thing that we have going on. I'm going to take you guys on a tour in here in a little bit, but I wanted to show you why we're ready to actually start baking. We're gonna pass all kinds of secrets. I should have started down here, but I didn't because I am terrible and awful. But we've done a lot of updates since the last time we've done a video. Obviously, everything has been live streamed on twitch.tv. A lot of it's kind of been slow progress, but it's been progress nonetheless. So the farm here is coming right along. The only big thing we have left to finish really is the ceiling. We do have, if we want to do any kind of automation, we do need to do that. We've got to add some signs here. As you can see here, we've kind of added some labels. I don't know if I want to be messing with turtles or anything like that. You do have plenty of crops that get harvested here. Automation would be nice, but I might take the time to actually learn the mods this time around, but we'll see. So the farm down here is pretty well completed. All of the items here are growing. They've all filled up all of the rows that they've intended to. We've got our bench up there for viewing, and everything's growing. The only thing that we really have left to do is going to be quite complicated, and that is that we are going to need to change the biome that we're in. So we're in a swamp biome. The only way that we can get the coconut sapling, the banana sapling, the dragon fruit sapling, I think there's maybe a papaya, is this the papaya? Yeah, the papaya sapling to grow, is that it has to be a tropical biome. The only way to do that, from my understanding, is to use blood magic or witchery, neither of which we've really started on. So we're going to have to do that for now. We'll just stay away from the recipes that involve those fruits, but we do have them planned nonetheless. I do want to add in some cocoa beans here, which we don't have any. I want to start maybe like a little small area for that here, so that we can go ahead and start making cookies, because you can make, as you see here, a cookie jar, but you need a cookie for that. And the only ingredient we're missing is cocoa beans. So this is our farm. It's very well on its way to being done. The walls were done by Scott. Thank you so much for Scott for doing that. I walked into this room and I was like, oh, it looks so good. We just need to finish the ceiling here, and we're gonna be pretty much on our way. So we've got all of our stock of food started. We also have this pen down here to get some milk. We've got sheep so that we can start shearing for the wool to make all of our little candy pieces outside for the exterior of the house. But this is like the most complete Minecraft pantry I think I have ever seen. Good grief. What we are going to do is make an ME system. That is the one upgrade that I am going to do for that, and I will explain why as soon as we run back upstairs. So the farm's all the way down here. It really doesn't make sense if you guys are big cookers and bakers like I am we used to keep all of our like bulk dry goods like flour and such in the basement, and to run back and forth from the kitchen to the basement is very impractical. If you need something in the middle of cooking you don't have, it just isn't really feasible, and it's just out of the way to run back and forth. So this area right here, you see all of the barrels here. This is going to be our pantry. I'm going to put the basics like flour, dough, salt, all of kind of the dry baking goods here, but we're also going to have an ME system that I guess would be almost like a refrigerator for all of our produce that we're growing down in our organic garden downstairs. So the ME system is something that we're going to add. I'm going to make it myself, so that'll be interesting to deal with all of that. But I did start on the kitchen here. So there's a couple of different things that I want to highlight. The first being this clay jug, which is amazing. It is an infinite water source, and it's super easy to make. Basically, you just need 6 iron ingots and 3 clay blocks. You don't have to put water in or anything, just this recipe makes an infinite water source. So if you have a bucket in your inventory, you stick it in there and it puts it right back here in your inventory. So you have an infinite water source, which is really, really nice. I just added kind of some countertop looking things here, and then I put some dark oak shelves. We went ahead and made all of the items that we're going to need. Now these are reusable, so I made 2 just in case. I mentioned before we may have a guest on here and I wanted that guest to be able to utilize the same things that I was using, and if we're using one in the middle of a recipe and we need another one, it's just nice to have some backups. I may put some more shelves up here and make 4 of each. I don't have enough iron to do that, so that's why I'm not doing it for now. The recipes are really easy. I'll walk you through them here really quick. A pot is super easy. You just take your 4 iron ingots and a stick, and it's going to give you a pot. A saucepan is even easier than that. Let's take all of this. You literally just do the iron ingot here and the stick here. Now you have to be careful because if you move the items out of the way, it sends you to other mods. So you could get a chisel depending on what kind of a mod pack you're playing with. So it's just the iron ingot on top of a stick. The skillet is just kind of an expansion on that. It's 2 iron ingots diagonally and then the stick to complete the line. If you want to make bakeware, it is just a brick and a circle like a chest, and that will give you your bakeware. If you, oh, I've forgotten something, but here we'll move on to the next one. If you put a piece of stone in a pressure plate, it makes a juicer. And then if you have your 3 pieces of stone here and a stick, it gives you your mortar and pestle. Now let me grab some pieces of wood and I will show you the few things that we missed. We did miss, if you take 3 pieces of wood and put a stick in just like the mortar and pestle, it gives you a mixing bowl, which is quite nice. And then if you want to make a cutting board, you're going to make like a knife and the dark oak planks, and that's going to make your cutting board. So that's really all of the tools that you need to make everything for Forgecraft. So I went ahead and made those. Super easy, durable. I haven't actually cooked anything yet because we're still getting our pantry established, but there is one other thing that I wanted to show you guys that I am absolutely in love with. So listen to this. Dude, it's a freaking screw gun. I made a tool rack here. I feel like Martha Stewart. Like, here's my kitchen where I'm going to be all kitchen-y. And then if I, like, want to work on my crafts, I just come over to my workbench and put my screw guns. Who says power tools don't belong in a kitchen? Have you ever watched Cake Boss? It's amazing. So the reason why we made this screw gun, and the screw gun is also really easy to make. Let me show you that. It is just 3 orange clay, a block of redstone, a button, and an iron ingot. And then that gives you a screw gun. There's no durability on it. You can use it for forever. But the cool thing about this, and I will show you exactly how it works. So you can see here that we've got our seats. We've made this nice little corner booth for their restaurant, which is going to be right down here. So let's actually make another table here. Let's put this here. And let's put a chair here and a chair here. We'll put the chair back there and the chair back there. So now we have our nice little, table here. Now let's say that we wanted to expand this and make it a bench. So we've got our 2 seats here, which is, you know, it's cool. It's not anything crazy, but it's nice. If we want to make it a bench, really all we have to do is we right click. Oh, hello. Hello. Watch me like screw this up now. There we go. So you shift right click if there's a seat on it, if there's a back. If it's just the seat itself, you don't have to do that. So you shift and then click on the first seat, then you shift and click on the second seat, and it actually combines them just like the table and makes it a bench. If you want to unscrew it, you do the same thing. You just shift, and it divides them back into 2 seats on their own. So I think that this is amazing. It's how we made the corner booth down here. It's how we made our little park bench down in the garden over here. But I love this. Not only is it awesome because it combines that and makes, I wish the backs combined, which they don't right now. But you know, it is what it is. It's not only does it make it a bench, which I think is really cool. Oh, please. I don't know how you change that. I know you can change the direction. I'm just screwing things. I don't know how you can just. Okay, all right. I don't know how to fix that, but you can use the screw gun to move the back location of the chair. But yeah, I really like this. In addition to just combining it, the sound effect is baller. I love that. I just went around like, you guys are missing the facial expressions, which really kind of make this entire mod awesome. So we're going to have the chairs down here, and this is going to be the restaurant part of McAurey's, which is going to be very, very exciting. So as always, I know that I kind of talk about it in every live stream. There's so much work that has to be done. The decorative part out here, we just need to be collecting wool, and then we're going to have to make the dies and make, you know, big candy canes and swirly lollipops, and kind of, we've got all the flowers here for, you know, the color, but we do have other stuff that we need to be adding to make this look a little bit more magical. One of the things that the guys on the server suggested, because I was joking around about the power tools, they said that if you're going to have power tools, you need like a shed out back. So I think we might maybe in this clearing right here make like a cute little garden shed, and then just a small garden, more just for looks than for anything else. But we may add a shed back here just kind of purely for decorative. Maybe we'll keep our screw gun there, who knows. But the ME system is going to be a big one. I really do want to understand how the technical part of that works, and I think it'll make it a lot easier to transport the items back and forth. If you guys have suggestions for automating it, please let me know. We could do turtles like what we did on the last season of Forgecraft 1 with the Thaumcraft golems, kind of, I guess, replanting them. I don't know with how we have this set up if they will plant them in the correct order or not, which is really my only concern, because look how pretty it looks when they're all in the right order. It doesn't take that long to do it all by hand. You fill your inventory up a lot, but if we got some backpacks, I'm sure that it would probably be fine. But we do have quite a collection going. So a lot of the people on the server are hesitant to make their own farms because they really do want to explore all of the recipes in Forgecraft, and we are well kind of on our way to being able to do that. So the next couple of projects that we'll then be making will be to get the flour, the dough. We can look at, let's look up some cakes. We do need some dyes also. So if you look up the cake, there's cactus green, rose red, dandelion, and that goes as the sprinkles on the cake. If you do a red velvet cake, you need red. We're going to have to figure out how to do milk in this bucket thing. I have no idea. I have no idea where fresh milk comes from. Fresh water. Oh, look how easy it is. Let's just do it really quick. Okay, hold on. Let's go dump this water in here. We're gonna we're learning things. Okay, wait. Oh, look, okay. All right, so there we have water. Oh, and it gives us our bucket back? Are you bananas? This is the best mod ever. Oh my God, it gives you the bucket back. You didn't get the bucket back before. Okay, officially the best mod ever. Look at it, look how much milk we have. We're just gonna milk cow. Look at how much milk we have. Oh, this is amazing. This is great. It doesn't even use your bucket. That's so real. I don't know. I kind of wish you did have to make the buckets. I don't know. But it uses them, so I guess it's kind of pointless. But there we go. So now we know that's where we get milk from. And water. Cactus juice. So now we know how to get water, and we know how to get milk. So then that explains how we're going to use that barrel up in our kitchen, is that we won't ever have to go find a water source ever, which will be really nice. And you don't have to have the big infinite, 2x2 water source block either. You can just do this, put it in your inventory, boom, and continue to do that as needed, which is really very nice. So that's actually amazingly helpful. This mod, I'm really liking it. I had my concerns because I really, really liked agriculture. I do kind of wish it had the fancy stuff like agriculture did, where there was the brewer and there was the oven and there was actually more of the physical just the pretty pieces, I guess, when we're going to be using like the mortar and pestle and the juicers and stuff. I kind of wish it was just on the cabinet. I really did enjoy the actual looking like a kitchen. But if it has all of these other benefits and that's the one sacrifice, then that's not so shabby, right? So this is where we are in the game. Again, tons of projects. Maybe I should make like a Google Doc with a to-do list, and then we should just vote kind of each week what we should work on that week and what you guys want to see. But we are going to start on the actual recipes and start making things. So make sure that you tune in to the Twitch channel during lunch break live streams. That's a lot of the times when I do the stuff that isn't really content that I would want to record with Dyer or Soren. That's usually when I do it. They don't want to sit there and make me, watch me make flour for forever. But it looks great. I think we're going to be ready to add the decorations and such outside. And yeah, that's where we are. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys are as happy with the addition of Forgecraft as I am. I'm super, 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 did I say super excited to get started working with this mod. And I love the way that the farm has turned out. I think it far surpasses my expectations. And McAurey's is just going to get better. Oh, we still have to make that hidden fireplace here with the drawbridges. Lots of work to do, you guys. So stay tuned. I will see you all in game soon. And thanks for watching. Bye.